Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to be discussed about the access modifier in Java. Access modifiers are those which are applied before data members and the methods of a class. They are used to where to access and where not to access the data member or methods in Java programming. These are classified into four types. First one is private, then default which have the no keyword, then protected and public. Note that default is not a keyword like public, private, protected or keyword. If we are not using private, protected and public keywords, then Java Virtual Machine is by default taking as a default access modifier. Access modifiers are always used for how to reuse the features within the package and access the package between class to class, interface to interface and interface to class. Access modifier provide features accessing and controlling mechanism amongst the class and the interface. Here you can see the class B and the class A and class C. We have the two packages where in class A we have the private, public, protected and default. In private, the accessible of class A is no one, means we cannot access class B and class C. But in public we have access to the both class which are class C and class B. Protected have the only access of one class which is class B, but it cannot have the access of class C. In default, the same like the protected, it have the access of class B, but it have no access of class C. Note that protected member of the class are accessible within the same class and another class of the same package and also accessible in inherited class of another package. Here we have some rules for access modifier. So first one is our private. So we can access within the same class, but within other class of same packages we not access the private modifier. Within derived class of another package we cannot access the private modifier. And within the external of other package we cannot access the private modifier. In default we can access the same class, we can access it in within the other class of the same package, but we cannot access the derived class of the other package and external class of the other package. Now the same case like protected, within the class we can access it, with other class of the same package we can access protected modifier, and within the derived class of other package we can access this private protected modifier, and within the external class of the other package we cannot access protected modifier. And the public modifier is a universal modifier. We can access it in any level or any stage or any of the package or the class in our Java. Private members of a class is not accessible anywhere in the program. These are only accessible within the class. Private are also called class level modifier. Here I have an example of private modifier which is the class private one, and then I just use a modifier which is int private int a which is equal to 20, and then private void which is show, then system dot out dot println, and the println here is hello private modifier, and this is private. Okay, and now we just go to the another class which is private 2 dot java. Here I just define the main method, so which is public static void main and string arguments. And then here I just write private one and the object to my private one class and new private one. Okay, and then system dot out dot print line, and the print line here is object dot and the object to my a private modifier. Now I just check this private and this is a okay. So at the compiler time error, you cannot access private data and then object dot show. So here the compile time error, you cannot access the private method here, means you cannot access the private data and you cannot access the private method. So that's why they are giving the error here. Now we just see the public member of any class are accessible anywhere in the program, in the same class and outside of the class, within the same package and outside of the package. Public are also called universal access modifier. Now we just change these two classes with the public. So here we have int20 and then the method is show, and here I just write it's a public modifier, and I just go to the public class 2, sorry, the private class 2, and here the main method and same like private 1 and object and then string. So I just simply change this private with public and public. You can see the error is automatically cleared here when I just run this code. So the output for this code is 20 and hello public modifier. Now we just see the example of the protected modifiers. Now protected members of the class are accessible within the same class and another class of the same package, and also accessible in inherited class of another package. Protected are also called derived level access modifier. Now here I just remove this example and then I just create a class which is pack1.java and then create one another class with pack2. So now here in this class I just write public class A. So it's a public class package and our package name is access modifier. So here I just write protected void show. So this is a method here, and then I just write system dot out dot println, and the println here is hello I am protected. So now just go to the, I just remove this class, and in the access modifier I just create a package with access modifier 1. So here I just create a class which is pack2, and then I just import which is access modifier, and I just not to import here, I just transfer this file in the same package, and here I just write import access modifier and dot static and dot, here I just write pack1. Okay, here I just use a keyword which is extend and extends package number 1. Now here I just write public static void main strings string and the argument. So package number 2, and create an object to it which is equal to new pack2, and then object dot show. Now I just run this code so you can see hello I am protected. So in this example we have created the two package which is pack1 and pack2. In pack1 class pack1, so here I just create a package which is access modifier and the two classes which is pack1 and pack2. So in class pack1 is a public, so we can access this class outside the package, but method shows is declared as a protected, so it is only accessible outside of the package. Number one, sorry, access modifier in the package access modifier only through the inheritance. So now we just go to the default access modifier. So default member of a class are accessible only within the same class and another class of the same package. The default are also called package level access modifier. So here I just create a package which is default access and then create a class with the name of class a.java. Here I just write void show, it's a method here, and then system.out.println, and the print line here is hello default. Okay, now we just go to the another class which is b. So we have the class b, and here in the default package, so and I just write import, and import is default access, so it's default access and dot a. Okay, and then public static void main and strings arguments, and here I just create an object, so a object which is equal to new and a, and then object dot show. Okay, so here a compile time error is not occurring, so you can see hello it's a default. So private access modifier is also known as native access modifier. Default access modifier is also known as the package access modifier, and the protected access modifier is also known as an inherited access modifier. And I just told you public access modifier is also known as a universal access modifier in Java. So thanks for watching this lecture. See you in next